Well, this sucks. I'm on the internet looking for a therapist. I've been on here for an hour looking at videos and going to websites and making phone calls and all of that. Please continue to do that until you find the right therapist. And I'm really sorry that you have to go through that. All right. And in fact, 40 to 60% of the efficacy in therapy relies on the relationship, that connection that you have with your therapist. All right. But while you're doing that, I want you to consider this, because this is very important, maybe more important than that. Are you ready for change? Well, of course I'm ready for change. I'm getting ready to schedule a therapy appointment. That's not really what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, are you ready to change? Are you really ready to look into the mirror and admit, okay, this is what I've been doing to add to the dysfunction of our relationship? Right? Okay, yeah, I've been kind of a jerk, right? Or, yeah, I've been drinking too much. Like, how is it that you're contributing, right, to the problems in your marriage? And that's tough to do, right? Because it's easy to point to our partner and say, well, I don't get enough sex, or they work and they're out of town too much, and I get lonely, and there's a million of those excuses, okay? But you can't change them. And I know you figured that out already, or you wouldn't be here, all right? But you can change yourself, and this is why it's important, all right? Now, there's a caveat to being able to change your partner. You may have noticed that, let's say you spiral, and you're having a bad day, and you'll see that your spouse will tend to spiral with you, all right? And that's change, but that's change for the worse. The idea is for you to change and work on yourself and think about how you contribute to the problem, right? And work on yourself, right? Figure out, why am I so angry? Figure out the deeper meaning of things, of why you're so frustrated and why there's no intimacy. And as you begin to change yourself, your partner has hope. Oh, I can change too. And your interactions with your partner change, which means when you were a jerk before and you talked to her, really mean, she would probably get really reactive and snap back. But now if you're nice, oh, I'm going to accept that and I'm going to be nice in return. Now you have this positive cycle going. So that's how the change works, all right? So, are you ready to change? I also like to think of change like this. Are you ready to change from being unhappy to being happy? Are you ready to change from having all of this dysfunction and mayhem and chaos in your life, or to having peace and tranquility and stability? Are you ready to go from low intimacy and desire to high intimacy and desire? Because that's really what we want, right? The changing of ourself is a means to an end. The therapy techniques that we use in session are all a means to an end. The communication techniques and intimacy techniques, all of that point to one thing. I just want to be happy. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to love my partner. I want to laugh and have fun and enjoy life and enjoy my kids. That's why you're really coming, all right? But it's going to take you having the desire to change yourself, right? Take ownership and responsibility for what you've done and start making those changes. Now, if you're having a problem with that and you're struggling in that area, that's okay. But I would like to talk to you. So give me a call, shoot me an email, or you could go online and schedule a free 15-minute consultation and we can talk about that a little bit more in depth. But until then, remember this: stronger relationships start here.